So let's start out on the test 1 through 5. Any of those you want me to go over?
2.
2? Okay, let's do number 2. So number 2 is 5x minus 3 times 2x squared plus 8x minus 1. So when we set these up, we're going to set it up just like we would whole numbers. We're going to do our long multiplication. Now I always put the number with the most digits on top, so that'll be the 2x squared plus 8x minus 1. Giving myself a little space just to spread it out. And then that's going to be multiplied by the 5x minus 3. Just like we would with whole numbers, we start on the bottom number with the last digit. So we're going to take negative 3 times negative 1, which is positive 3. Sticking with the negative 3, we're going to go to the next digit on top. Negative 3 times 8x. Negative 24x. And negative 3 times 2x squared. Negative 6x squared. Good. Now, before we move over to do the next digit on the bottom number, we have to put a 0 or leave a space down here. Now we have 5x times negative 1, which is negative 5x. 5x times 8x, which is 40x squared. It's positive, so I'm going to put a plus in front of it. And 5x times 2x squared, 10x to the third. And now we're going to add down our columns, just like we would with long multiplication with whole numbers. 3 and 0 make a positive 3. Negative 24 and negative 25 make a negative 29x. Negative 6x squared and positive 40. Well, negative 6 and positive 40 make a positive 34, and that's x squared. And then the 10x to the third. And that's it. Any others on 1 through 5? Okay. How about 6 or 7? Converting the decimal into a fraction. 8 or 9? Fraction into a decimal.
Yeah, I don't know what I did on 8.
Number 8. Converting 5/8 into a decimal, that's just going to be 5 divided by 8. So 8 doesn't go into 5, so you put in the decimal point and add a 0. 8 goes into 50 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48, with 2 left over. Add another 0 and bring it down. 8 goes into 20 twice. That's 2 times 8 is 16, so there's 4 left over. Add another 0 and bring it down. So we got 48 goes into 45 times exactly. Anything with 9? Okay. Now 10 and 11. Remember, I had to change the instructions there. For number 10, I said it's, so I say 48%. Change it to a decimal, which would be 0.48. Number 11, 275%. Change it to a decimal, which would be 2.75. Any questions on 12 and 13? 13. Four x minus 7 over 3 equals 7. Now this whole side over here is divided by 3, so we're going to multiply by 3 to undo that. That gets rid of the 3, so that leaves us just 4x minus 7 over here. On the other side, we're going to multiply by 3 as well, so 7 times 3 is 21. So we now have 4x minus 7 equals 21. Add 7. So we now have 4x equals 28. And then divide by 4. So x equals 7. $12, anybody? Okay, on the back side, 14 through 17 are some kind of tough ones. So I figure probably end up just doing all of them. So let's just start out with number 14. Two-thirds x plus 6 1/2 equals 18 3/4. First step is to what? Well, what was done to build this equation? X was multiplied by 2/3, and then the 6 1/2 was added to it. So to take it apart, we'll subtract the 6 1/2. That's gone. We have 2/3 x. We'll subtract 6 1/2 over here, gives us 12 1/4. Next, divide by 2/3. Gives us x over here. Dividing by 2/3 over here, remember that has to become an improper fraction, so 12 1/4. 12 times 4 is 48, plus 1 is 49/4. Dividing by 2/3 is going to become times 3/2, which is going to be 147/8. Otherwise known as 18 3/8. So the calculator does it for you, yeah. $15. 8x minus 7 minus 5x plus 3 equals 29. So first step is going to be to combine stuff. We have the 8x and the negative 5 makes 3x. Negative 7 and positive 3 makes negative 4, and that still all equals 29. So now to solve, we add 4. So 3x equals 33, and then divide by 3. X equals 11. $16. 5x minus 7 times 2x minus 3 plus 15. I maybe should have wrote it smaller. So again, whenever we have a problem like this, we find the equal sign. And we can work on each side of the equal sign as we're simplifying and combining stuff at first. So let's do that. Let's start on the left side of the equal sign here first. Now we see parentheses, which means we always have to do something there first. In this set of parentheses, is there anything that needs to be done in those parentheses? No. How about to those parentheses? Yes, it's going to be multiplied by not 7, but negative 7. So we have negative 7 times 2x, which is negative 14x. Negative 7 times negative 3, positive 21. Now the 5x is still up here. There's still a plus 15 back here. Now what else can I combine here? 5x and negative 14x make a negative 9x. 21 and 15 make 36. Good. So now let's go over to the other side. Again, we have parentheses, which means we're going to need to do something there first. Anything in the parentheses to do?
No.
No. How about to the parentheses? Yes, times 4. So 4 times 5x. X, 4 times a negative 8. Negative 32. Minus 9x minus 12. So we have 20x and a negative 9x make 11x. Negative 32 and negative 12 make negative 44. Now we've simplified and combined everything we can on each side. What is our next step? Well, there's still a variable, the x, on each side. So I have to get rid of one of them. Which one am I going to get rid of? The 9x. It's a negative 9x, so I'm going to add 9x to cancel it out. Leaving us with 36 here. I'm going to add 9x over here, give me 20x. So we now have 36 equals 20x minus 44. And then?
That's more so. I kind of want to get rid of the 36.
Okay, but the variable's over here. So this is the side that we have to get by itself. The side with the variable is the side we have to take apart.
Okay.
So we have a minus 44, so we're going to add 44. So this is now 80 equals 20x. And now what's keeping the 20 from, or the x from being alone is the 20. It's multiplied, so we're going to divide. So 4 equals x. Or x equals 4. That's it. Number 17. Six and 3/4 x minus 7.875 equals 2 1/2. Well, there's fractions and decimals in this problem, so I would accept the answer in either form. Some of you might have noticed that this is actually 7 7/8, which would put you all in fractions. Others may have changed the 6 3/4 to 6.75 and the 2 1/2 to 2.5, which works. Let's just go with it. So we're going to add the 7.875, adding that to the other side as well. Let's go on here. So 6 3/4 x equals 2 1/2 plus 7.875 is 10.375. And then divide by 6 3/4. You get that x equals, depending on whether you have your calculator do it in decimals or fractions. Decimals, it might be something like 1.5370. As a fraction, it would be 1 in 29/54. Either one of those would be an acceptable answer. Yeah, 1.54 should be okay. Questions? Okay. Oh, excuse me. $18 to $20. Any of those you need? $21 or $22? 23 or 24? Okay, how about 25? Yes? Okay. So for number 25, we have a rectangle that is 14 inches longer than it is wide. So we've got the length and the width, but we're saying that the length is 14 inches more than the width. So L is equal to the width plus 14. The perimeter equals 68 inches. Remember, our formula here is the perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So we put in what we know. We know the perimeter is 68. The length is W plus 4, or width plus 14, I should say. So I put in W plus 14 for L. And then the width is just the width. So now we go to solve this. We have 68 equals 2 times that parentheses. So 2 times W is 2W. 2 times 14 is 28, so plus 28. And then we still have the plus 2W out here yet. And before we do anything else, we should probably combine 2W and 2W to make 4W. So the 68 over here doesn't change, so 68 equals 4W plus 28. And then, how about subtract 28? Remember, this was built by taking W and multiplying by 4, then adding 28. So you got to reverse that and take it backwards. So subtract 28. 68 minus 28 is 40 equals 4W. And then we divide by 4. To get that W equals 10. You still need the length, but remember we said the length is equal to W plus 14. So 10 plus 14 is 24 for the length. $26, I'm guessing we need to do. We have Fred. We have Frank. And we have Francis. Says Fred is 8 years older than Frank. So we're going to let Frank equal X. Fred is going to be X plus 8 because Fred is 8 years older. Francis is 3 years younger than Fred. So if you take Fred's age, which is X plus 8, and subtract 3 from it, you get Francis.
What?
Francis is 3 years younger than Fred.
Oh, I
Fred is X plus 8, so you got to subtract 3 from the X plus 8. So that makes that X plus 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. So we have Fred's age, X plus 8, plus Frank's age, which is just X, plus Francis, which is X plus 5. That has to add up to a total of 40. Now it's just a matter of combining like terms. We have X, X, and X makes 3X. 8 and 5 makes 13 equals 40. So we're going to subtract 13. 3x equals 27. And we'll divide by 3. X equals 9. Now we're not done yet. We need to answer our questions. We remember what X was. X was the age of Frank, so Frank is 9. Fred was X plus 8, so 9 plus 8 would make him 17. And Francis, X plus 5, so 9 plus 5 is 14, making X 14. So 17, 9, and 14 are their ages. Frank would be the youngest. Very good. Number 27.
Yeah. The other ones were simple. That one I couldn't get it all.
27 is tough. You have a swimming pool. It's 18 by 30. Sam is going to build a deck around his pool. The deck is going to be the same dimension in every direction. No. Every direction around the pool. Going around the pool, it's X feet wide the whole way around the pool.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. When he's finished, Sam realizes the perimeter of the deck will be twice the perimeter of the pool alone. So the first thing we need to do, what's the perimeter of the pool? Well, that's 2 times the length, so that's 2 times 30, plus 2 times the width, so 2 times 18. makes this 60, and this 36. Adds up to give us 96 is the pool perimeter. Of the pool itself. But now they're saying the perimeter of the deck around the pool is double the perimeter of the pool. So we're going to take that 96 times 2 is 192 feet. I guess we don't have any feet there, we'll just have units. So it's 192 is the perimeter around the deck. Yeah, so the perimeter equals 2 times the length. Well, the length used to be 30, now it's 30 plus x here plus another x there. So it is 30 plus 2x. Everybody see where that comes from? The 30 plus 2x? Because this is 30 across here, then it's another x here and another x here. So the length of the deck is 30 plus 2x is the total length. Plus 2 times the width. Well, the width used to be 18. Now we have an x here and an x here. So it's 18 plus 2x is the width of that deck as well. So now we see the parentheses, means we're going to have to do something. Nothing in them to do, so we're going to multiply by the number outside them. The 192 doesn't change. 2 times 30 is 60. 2 times 2x. 4x. Over here, 2 times 18. 36, and 2 times 2x. 4x. 60 and 36 is 96. 4 and 4 makes 8x. We'll subtract the 96. Use this with 96 equals 8x. We shall divide by the 8. Yep, 96 equals 8x. So x is 12. But now we asked for the length and the width of the deck. So if this is 30, and this is 12, and this is 12, well, 30 plus 12 is 42. Somewhere around there. Did I get 12 right? Gotcha. So yeah, 30 plus 12 is 42, plus another 12 is 54. The length of this pool here, from here to here, is 54. The width goes this way. You have 18 here, plus 12 is 30, plus another 12 is 42. 18 plus 12 plus 12 is 42.
The length is 54.
Yep, and the width is 42.
Okay. So if I'm right, how you got 54 is you added up 30 plus 12 plus 12. No.
You had to get to the 12, which was follow the steps, which I could do it. And then the 12.
I got it.
How about 28 through 30?
29.
Yeah.
29. Whenever there's a discount, remember, you have to ask yourself, the 40% discount is 40 out of 100. The 40 represents the discount. The 100 represents the full amount. And in this case, we are looking for the full amount, the price for the discount. So what we're looking for matches up with the 100. You'll put the X there. Do we have the dollar amount of the discount? No, we don't. We have the dollar amount of what was paid. So this percent is not the percent we want. If there's a 40% discount, what percent is paid? 60%. So let's look at that. 60%. The 60 is the amount paid. 100 minus 40. Now 100 is still the full amount. So we are looking for the full amount yet. So X is still going to go down on bottom next to the 100. Do we know the amount paid? Yes, we do. 405. So now we cross multiply and divide. 100 times 405 divided by 60 gives us 645 or $675.
And that was the original price.
That would be the original price before that discount. Yes.
Damn, it's one nice discount.
It's not bad. Any other questions you want me to go over? Corrections all done?
Why didn't we just get like a full page of like just percentages?